Hi guys, Bixler B here. Do you remember that time when Mad Colin crashed Simon Smith's A10 Warthog? Well, he's repairing most of it, but I think he wants to show you how he's repaired the front jockey wheel, the retract part that broke off. So, over to Mad Colin.
Right, cheers for that, Mr. B, Bixler B. Right, now he's gone, I can basically show you what I've done. Okay, this is the front wheel, nose wheel, retract and steering assembly, and I left the retracts down because I thought if it was going to, you know, do anything too silly, at least I got landing gear down so I could make a safe landing without breaking off all the accessories like the bums or even the bombs that hang underneath the wing of the Warthog. But anyway, the bit that snapped off is that part there, and that's connected to a servo which operates the nose wheel retraction system. And I don't know if you can see it, but there was you can just see the hairline crack that snapped completely off. So what I did was I drilled a 1mm hole in the bit that's inside here, and I drilled a 1mm hole about a centimetre, I suppose, deep in this bit, and then I used a 1mm steel pin and used some mitre fast super glue, which is like industrial strength glue. Basically glued the pin in this section under here, and then glued that top piece onto the pin. So I mean, that's not going to break there again unless you do something really stupid, like lose transmitter control. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that because that's all back together. It's on there pretty straight, and in the light there you can see the steel pin inside the plastic. So that's that bit. That's the nose wheel, front nose wheel assembly. Obviously I've got to sort that out, get that glued back into the plane. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that bit. Many thanks to Mark Nolder for the advice on the right glue to get for the polystyrene aircraft. And cheers to Chris at Portsmouth Models in Cosham for these little hinges. They come in two parts, and then you've got a copper pin that obviously connects the two. So what I've done with the aileron that was broken, which is this section here, the only trouble is with these foam planes is most of them hinge on a very thin layer of polystyrene just here, and this had snapped almost completely off. So what I've done, I've used some of those plastic hinges. There's one there, I've got three altogether, which is ideal because that's made that more secure than before. I've used the Yoo-hoo paw to glue the hinges on, and I've backed them up with industrial super glue. All the bombs are back on. I think when she crashed we lost 5 of the 6 bombs that were on there, but I've glued them back on, so they're okay. These two retracts, that one seems to be okay, but this one here, you can see the steel rod assembly has got bent, but I can't actually get that out until I've retracted the undercarriage back into the aircraft. I have ordered, I found one on eBay actually for about 9-10 quid, free postage. It's servo tester. Thanks to Rob for the advice on that. Basically you can get your servo leads, you all know this anyway, and you plug this into the module, and then you can program it to swing the servo through its arc. You can set it to center, and it's ideal bit of kit to have to try and identify the bits and pieces that come through the fuselage that you're not sure what operates what. But that's ideal, because what I can do a slow retract on these two wheel assemblies, and then, like I said, take this one out and straighten it and then replace it. The wing itself was in 2 halves. Again, I've used the Yoo-hoo paw to glue that back together, and that is really strong. I'm surprised how well that glue sticks this stuff together. When gluing the 2 parts together, I put the glue onto one side like you do, and then I used a small brush just to paint it in, because when this stuff breaks, as you can see down here, you get lots of little lumps and bumps. It's a bit like a mountain range, so it's a good idea to actually get a brush and brush the glue into all the nooks and crannies. As out the box, paint both parts with a thin layer of the glue, wait about 10-20 minutes, and then push them together with a bit of pressure, and that holds it. I'll tell you, it's really good. Cheers to Chris again at Portsmouth Models for supplying the metal gear servos. They're about £9.50 each. Really strong. I can't remember what millisecond reaction and what the torque is on them, but they do the job. That's for the retract. This is obviously the nose section, and this one here that I haven't fitted yet, that's for the steering. So I've just got to basically cut that out, make that fit, because they're slightly bigger than the normal servos, but the height is the same, which is handy. What else have I done to it? The 2 ducted fans, they were fine, they weren't damaged in the crash. I've got a bit of nose section, that might be the mid section actually. Yeah, that's like mid body. Again, I've got to use some glue that back together. I've done the vertical stabilizers, because one broke off during the crash, and the other one broke off during transit, so I've glued them back on, and they're really nice and strong. So that's cool. So it's all going back together, guys. She'll fly again, but it's taking a bit of work. That's about it, I think. The hardest part, like I said, was the getting that little puppy back on there, because when you get small plastic parts like that, which are pretty hard and brittle, you know, you can't just glue them together. You've got to pin them really, and say that steel pin through there should hold it all together. And that's about it. The pilot in there, wherever the pilot is, let's get him out. There you go. He didn't eject during the accident, but he still seems to be okay. Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm alright. A bit dodgy that crash was. Yeah, yeah, I didn't know whether to eject or whether to try and save it, but there you go. Just don't do it again.
But yeah, so it's, where are you going to go? I'll stick you up there. There you go. It's been a crap bank holiday. All it's done is blow a hoolie and piss down with rain. So I thought, while it was doing all that, no one can get out to fly really. So I've been putting our plane back together, Simon. So, but I'm not going to maiden it again. Mark did very kindly supply Simon with some 6-channel servos, because the stock radio that came with it, I couldn't find anywhere on the net how to range test it. Normally you walk about 30 paces or so, 30-40 yards away from the plane, low power on your transmitter, and then just make sure you still got control surface operation. I didn't do that, which is my own fault, but then again, as you saw in the video, she took off fine, banked round. I was more than 70 yards away, still had radio contact, but as I came round for the approach to level out to come overhead, she just didn't want to level out. I had no contact whatsoever, and that's what caused the accident. So, but anyway, it's going back together quite well. I'm going to edit this video up, and then maybe tomorrow, when this stuff has gone off completely, do a little bit more. I think I'll cut this section out here so that the servo sits in where it should be, and then try and sort out a way of gluing that back in. I've got most of the parts, which is a good thing. That is the plus side of these aircraft. If you do smash them, they're fairly easy to glue back together, but if you've got a balsa model, then 9 times out of 10 they're a write-off. But other than that, you know, they're pretty tough. They bounce well, but on this occasion she didn't bounce, just broke into loads of pieces. But hopefully, guys, you know, see you down the beach when the wind drops off and it's a southerly. But like I say, I don't know what it is for tomorrow, but there you go. Anyway, I hope you've liked this little video, and I'll catch you down the beach when I catch you. Anyway, cheers for watching. See you later then. Bye.